Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I have some tips and tricks for doing a water marble nail design. This polish that I'm featuring today is this Wrenn, A Pirate's Life, and it's such a gorgeous sky blue with very micro turquoise shimmer. It's so gorgeous and it's perfect for summer. Each season I pick 10 polishes and I do a nail design for each one with a nail tutorial, and this is the design I'm doing for this one. As always, start off with a good base coat. I'm using ORLY Bonder today. And the white polish I'm using is Alpine Snow. You always want to start off with the lightest shade you're using for the nails you're going to be doing the water marbling on. And so I just did one coat of this white on my middle fingers. And it doesn't have to be super opaque because you're going to have polish that goes over it, but you just want a nice base coat. Now I'm using this liquid latex that I've purchased on Amazon. This is pretty good. I've recently tried Bliss Kisses latex and it works much better. I just couldn't find my bottle, so I use this. This is a little bit messier, but that's okay. It still works pretty good. It's better than just having to clean it up completely with just acetone. I like to use this e.l.f. angled brush to put on the latex, so I'm just going to put that around my finger and all the way in all the places you want to cover it up so the polish doesn't get on it. And I do like to make sure that it's down almost to that past that first knuckle there, just to make sure that you don't have a huge mess. Now this is kind of messy and you'll get better as you do it more. I really honestly haven't done this very much, so it is a little bit messy, but I'm sure I'll get people saying this is so sloppy, but anyway, it just takes some practice and some time, so I'm just kind of learning along with you guys too. So I haven't done this very often, but you just want to make sure you get that all covered up and then it's all comes together so it can come off in one nice piece ideally. Now I like to use just small Dixie cups, but you can use a regular glass cup. They don't care if it gets ruined. And the trick to this, I think, is using distilled water. So I just purchased that at the store and I'm just going to fill this up almost to the top. And any of the polishes I use, I like to take all the lids off and just set them aside so they're ready and so I can move quickly from one polish to the next. And I left this video in real time, but you just want to do a drop of each polish in the center and rotate. And it's nice to use, I only use 2s for this, but it's nice when you use other colors as well. You can make kind of like a rainbow and just keep adding one, and it should go out to the sides each time. And if it doesn't, you can give your cup a little bit of a jiggle. But you want to use polishes that are pretty opaque so that they have good coverage on your nail when you dip it in. So I'll just let you guys watch this and see how I do it, and I left it in real time just to give you an idea of how long it takes and how quickly you want to try to move. Now this white polish was almost gone, so it took some effort to try to get that to drop off. I'm just trying to use that bottle up. And you just want to keep going until that polish is not pushing out as far and you feel like you have enough in there to make a cool design. And that looks like it's enough. I'm going to go ahead and get a little pin that I have to use for this. You can just use something that you have at home, or if you have a tool you can use that. And you just want to make a flower design, pulling in each side, making like pie slices, and then going in between each one to make it look like a flower. And you can clean your little pin off in between. Sometimes the nail polish gets a little thick on there, and just do it till you think it looks good. This takes a little practice. Again, I'm not like a professional at this now. I'm still kind of learning myself, so just keep practicing. The spot you like, and then go ahead and dip your finger in and make sure you don't dip it too far past your line of your latex. You don't want to get it all over your finger. And then I'm just taking an orange stick and I'm blowing the polish to dry it, and I'm going to clean it up. You want to make sure that you get it all cleaned up, because when you pull your finger out, it'll transfer on your nail anything that's left on the surface of the water. So just make sure you get that nice and clean and everything off. And when you're finished, you can go ahead and pull your finger out. And sometimes I like to give it a little shake if any water droplets are on it. And then do the cleanup, and then I just did my other finger in between that, and then I'm just going to show you how to do the cleanup here on this one. But go ahead and roll up that latex. I let the paint dry a little bit because as you can see it kind of transfers and gets kind of messy on your nail. And this latex doesn't pull off super great, but it works pretty good. It's better than just having to clean it up. So go ahead and peel that off as best as you can. Sometimes you have to come in with some tweezers to make that a little easier to get in those smaller spaces so you don't dent any polish on your nail. Then I just like to use a cotton round and some nail polish remover just to clean up the polish on the base of my finger. And then I go in with a brush and some acetone and do some finer cleanup and smooth out the edges and make it look real nice. Since I'm using acetone, it really dries out your skin and your cuticles, and I always put this on after, but I thought I'd make sure I added it in here to put some oil just to hydrate your nails so it doesn't dry out your fingers. And then go ahead and use a top coat. I'm using HK Girl by Glisten and Glow. And that's the final look. I hope you guys like this tutorial with these tips and tricks. Let me know if you did and give me a thumbs up, and let me know if you try this. I'd like to see your design as well. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.